Squid Game's Seong Gi-hun struggles with addiction and debt. Despite being a well-meaning and pure-intentioned individual, he continues to find himself buried under mountains of debt due to his gambling addiction. He wears his heart on his sleeve, but the quick fix that gambling provides has led him down a path of a lot of trouble. His desire to do good, to take care of his family, these are the kinds of things that seem pure-intentioned, that seem like positive character traits, but his way of incorporating those things into his life, his actions, often come with the opposite of the intended effect. A gambling addiction is a unique kind of personality disorder. It's not like other forms of addiction. It's built on the idea that you can go back and undo the wrongs that have been created by the first attempt. One more time and you'll win it all back, or you'll get even more back. And the hole you dig just keeps on getting bigger. It's the addiction to the possibility of fixing everything. So this character is built to find this spiral thinking, this pattern appealing, and that just leads him further and further down this path of destroying everything around him and making those who he loves, who he wanted to help, suffer. Is this a character flaw, or is this a situation where an individual has been taken advantage of by a societal structure designed to destroy them? That's what's most interesting about Squid Games in general, is that it takes the entire idea of something like gambling and a gambling addiction and manifests it in the games themselves, where the opportunity to fix everything that's gone wrong is presented to you in an extremely high stakes, like the highest possible stakes imaginable scenario. So there's evidence that Seong Gi-hun has good intentions, that he wants what's best for the people he cares about and for those who are around him. But his addiction, his pattern with gambling, and even his reasons for going into the Squid Games to begin with, all end up having the opposite effect. He has good moral instincts. The problem is that the best of intentions never go anywhere but ruin for Seong Gi-hun. He cares about his mother and daughter, but his attempts to help them through gambling only make matters worse. He goes to the Squid Game ostensibly to help the people around him, but all he's really doing is hurting them even further. And even once he's in the game, the people that he's supposedly trying to help, like Il-nam, are people he ends up betraying, killing, ruining their lives because of the nature of the game, which again brings us back to this idea that perhaps he's a victim of a societal circumstance, and the combination of his addiction and his nature with gambling and his impulsivity, his desire to win, his survival instincts, with the circumstances, the scenario of the story, is what creates such compelling high-stakes drama. His innate traits are exploited over and over again and lead from one catastrophe to another. It would be easy to dismiss a lot of Gi-hun's treatments of others, including his mother, as horrible. But the truth is he's always starting from a place of good intentions, and circumstances lead him astray. Gi-hun returns to the Squid Game in an attempt to dismantle the system that has exploited him and others. He has transferred his attentions away from just winning for himself, for winning for the people in his immediate life, to try and be part of some kind of greater good. This demonstrates the development of the character. He's let go of some of his traits, his impulsivity, his need to win for his own benefit. Now he's truly motivated by the ways he can benefit society and save people as a whole. This is about revenge, but it's also about justice. The game, like gambling itself, exploits people, and it exploits people exactly like him. What can he do about this? He's reconciling with his own nature and his own past by trying to take matters into his own hands and finally being a true force for good, honoring his genuine intention to be a positive individual with a positive impact. He goes from a flawed person with the best of intentions, but who can't quite turn those into positive actions, to somebody who has absolute clarity on not only what their role should be, but on what actions they can take, what steps they must implement in order to align themselves with their goals, with their true moral compass. This is a far cry from the person whose every action seemed to run in contrast to what he actually wanted to accomplish. Once he has this sense of alignment, he can truly become an agent for change. He can truly be heroic. in his actions and his choices. Less motivated by himself and by the people in his immediate circle, and now motivated by ideas of the greater good. He is fully realized by the time we get into seasons 2 and 3, and we are now seeing the character come to fruition, bearing fruit on all the seeds that were planted early on. I'm George Edelman, and thanks for watching MovieWeb. We are doing all kinds of character analysis on this channel, always in 6 minutes or less. Be sure to like, rate, and subscribe, and let us know what you think. Thanks for watching.